Hello everyone. Today we will learn about the meaning and accounting treatment of forfeiture of shares from the CBSE curriculum of class plus 2 accountancy. First of all, we will discuss about the meaning of forfeiture of shares. Forfeiture of shares means cancellation of shares for the non-payment of calls due. So when some shareholders or any shareholder does not pay any of the calls which have been made due, then the directors of the company can forfeit the shares, but they can do only if the articles of the company permits so. So we proceed towards the accounting treatment of forfeiture of shares, that is the journal entries that we pass when the shares are forfeited. So firstly, we will discuss the forfeiture of those shares which were originally issued at par. That means when the shares were issued at a price which is equal to the nominal value of the share. So what journal entries we pass? Children, do you remember that when we make any call due, let's take the example of share first call. The entry passed at the time of making the call due goes like this: share first call account debited to share capital account. So at the time of forfeiture, at the time of cancellation, this share capital account is cancelled, that is, it is debited, or you can say it is the reverse entry is passed. So share capital will be debited with the called up amount. This point is also important to be remembered here. Children, you have not to get confused with the nominal value. Only called up value will be debited. And now two things will happen: either you have received the amount or you have not received the amount. For the amount received, you will credit the share forfeited account, and for the amount that has not been received, you will credit the respective share allotment or respective call. When you have already opened calls in arrears account, then in place of call name you will credit calls in arrears account. So I repeat, the entry for forfeiture of shares goes like this: share capital account debited with the called up amount, 2 shares forfeited with the amount received, and to the respective call with the amount not received. Let's now do one practical example with respect to the forfeiture of shares issued at par. Now 1000 equity shares were issued at rupees 10 each, are forfeited for the non-payment of first call. So children, we have to underline the important points while reading and rereading the question, so that nothing is left while we solve the question. The final call was not made. So this is also very important, since we have to debit the share capital with the called up amount. So final call was not made, so we will deduct this final call amount from the rupees 10, that is the nominal value of the share. The amounts are payable as rupees 3 on application, rupees 3 on allotment, rupees 2 on first call, and the balance on the second call. So what is the balance now? Out of 10 rupees, 3 plus 3 plus 2. I repeat, 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So the balance, that is the amount due on second and final call, was 2 rupees. So we have to pass the journal entries. To sum up the question, this call was not made and we have not received the first and final call. So we have received rupees 6 per share. And how many shares are forfeited? 1000 shares. Nominal value is 10 rupees. So first of all, children, one suggestion is we have to brief the question on the rough page or rough side of the sheet. How many shares? 1000 shares are forfeited. The payment was to be made as rupees 3 on application, rupees 3 on allotment, rupees 2 on first call, and the balance that we found earlier on the second and the final call. And we have also to put a line till the amount called. So we had called 8 rupees and we have not received this first call. So the entry for forfeiture of shares will be share capital account will be debited with the called up amount on 1000 shares. So the called up amount is 8 rupees. So for 1000 shares we will debit 8000 rupees. And what has been received so far will be credited to shares forfeited account, and that is 6 rupees. 3 rupees for application and 3 rupees of allotment. So 6000 will be credited to share forfeited account, and what has not been received out of 8 is share first call. As share final call was not made, it will not neither be debited nor it will be credited. So on 1000 shares rupees 2 is not received. So this is the entry to pass the forfeiture of shares 1000 shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 called up for the non-payment of first call money of 2 per share, and on which 6 rupees had been received. Now, next we will discuss the forfeiture of those shares which were originally issued at premium. That means the issue was done at a price which is more than the nominal value of the shares. Children, here you will come across 2 questions. First is whether you have received the premium or not. You received the premium with any of the call or share allotment money. So if you have received that call, that means the premium is received. So if your answer to this question is yes, that is you have received the premium, then you will cancel the share premium. Will you cancel the share premium account? The answer to this question will be no. So it becomes easier to then remember the relation between these two things. If the premium is received, then the premium account will not be cancelled. But if you have not received that call on which the premium was to be given, then you will cancel the share forfeit premium reserve account. I repeat, this we have done in order to have ease in understanding. If you have received the securities premium, then the securities premium reserve account will not be cancelled. And if you have not received the premium, then the premium account will be cancelled. So answer of yes is no, answer of no is yes. So let's practice this with the help of the journal entry. So the journal entry for this goes like: share capital account debited with the called up amount, as we discussed earlier also. 2. Share forfeited account, that amount which we have received to the respective calls that we have not received. So when the forfeited shares which were issued at premium and the premium is received, the entry is less or more same which we have discussed earlier. So let us discuss it with the help of a question. ABC Limited forfeited 200 shares of rupees 10 each. Now how many shares have been forfeited? 200 shares, and the nominal value is rupees 10 each for the non-payment of first and final call. Now the name of this call is first and final call. That means final call is also the first call. It is clubbed. So we have called the full amount. The shares were issued at a premium of 2 per share and the amounts payable were rupees 4 on application, rupees 5 including premium on allotment. So it means the nominal value is 3 rupees which has to be paid on allotment, and premium amount is rupees 2 per share and rupees 3 on first and final call. So this makes it 10 rupees. So let us now pass the journal entry when we have not received the first and final call. So children, we come back to our question whether we have received the premium. The answer to this is yes. As we have not received the first and final call, that means we have received the premium, that is the allotment money on which the premium was to be received. So we brief the question here. How many shares are forfeited? 200 shares, and the shares, the nominal value of which is rupees 10, and these shares were issued at a premium. How this amount had to be called? Rupees 4 on application, rupees 3 plus 2 rupees for premium at the time of allotment, and rupees 3 at the time of first and final call. So we have called the full amount because this has not been received. 3 rupees has not been received. So how will we journalize this? So share capital will be debited with the called up amount, that is rupees 10. The full amount of nominal value has been called up. So sorry, it is 200 shares. So 2000 will come here. And securities premium reserve will not be cancelled as we have received this rupees 2 of premium. So 2 share forfeiture with the amount we have received so far. So we have received 4 rupees of application and 3 rupees of allotment. That means 7 rupees per share we have received. So here 1400 will come, and what else will be credited? 2 share first and final call account, which is of rupees 3 per share. So 200 shares into 3 rupees each. So 600 will come. So children, this will be the entry in which we have forfeited the shares which were originally issued at a premium, and the premium is received. Now we are doing the question in which the premium is not received. I read the question. YZ Limited forfeited 100 shares of rupees 10 each issued to Gaurav for the non-payment of allotment. See here, allotment has not been paid and call money is also not paid. So here we come to know whether we have received the premium or not. Let's read it further. The shares were issued at a premium of rupees 2 per share and the amounts were payable were on application rupees 4 per share, on allotment rupees 5 per share, including premium. That means 3 rupees nominal value it has to be paid at the time of allotment, and rupees 3 on first call. So children, we have not received the allotment here as well as the first call. So clearly we come to know that we have not received allotment. That means we have not received this premium amount. So the answer to our question that whether we will cancel securities premium reserve account is yes, because we have not received the premium, so we will cancel the securities premium reserve account. Yes to that question. So how will we pass out these entries. First of all, we will brief the question as we did in the previous questions. So how many shares have been cancelled? It is 100 shares of rupees 10 each, which was issued at a premium of rupees 2 per share. Rupees 4 were called on application. Rupees 5, that is 3 plus 2 on allotment, and the remaining amount, that is rupees 3 on first and final call. And what we have not received is, we have not received this, we have not received this, we have not received the allotment and the first call. So how will we pass out the entries? Share capital account will be debited with the called up amount, and here also we have called the full nominal value on 100 shares. So 1000 will come here, and since the securities premium is not received, so we will cancel securities premium reserve also. What amount will come? 100 multiplied by 2 each on these shares. And what we have received so far will be credited to shares forfeited account or forfeited shares account, and we have received only the application money on these shares, so 400 rupees will come in here, and we have not received anything afterwards. So shares allotment (100) multiplied by 5. See children, we have included rupees 2 premium here also and on the debit side also, in order to make the debit credit aspect complete. So we will put rupees 500 here, and we have not received even the share first and final call of rupees 3 per share. So rupees 300 will come here, and after passing the entry you have to check the totals. 400 plus 500 is 900 plus 300 is 1200, and this is the total of the debit side. This you have to do after passing the entry in order to check the correctness of the entry. So children, these were the entries we passed at the time of forfeiture of shares which were issued at par and premium. Thank you.